tons of people, sadly, were either left unemployed or furloughed during this tax year and wondering what to do come tax time in April. Lisa, first and foremost, people who received unemployment benefits, they should know that those are taxable, aren't they?
Yes, they are taxable. And that's one of the biggest questions that we're seeing, whether or not unemployment income is taxable and, just what to do if you didn't take taxes out.
Because that's the thing, right? You had to elect to have taxes taken out. And oftentimes, I think, sadly, people miss that.
It's voluntary, so people miss it, and they really needed that money in their pocket right now.
Right, and that's the other thing. They're thinking, well, I don't want to take taxes out. I really need the extra cash. So, there was an extra $600 given out with unemployment checks as a result of the CARES Act. Is that taxed as well?
Yes, that is taxed as well, just as regular unemployment benefits are taxed. And then also one thing to think about, the CARES Act expanded, taxpayers that were able to receive unemployment benefits. New self-employed were now able to receive unemployment benefits. So that's something for them to keep in mind as well.
And while the year's almost over, I mean, I guess if you are back at work, you can quickly try to increase your withholding. Not a whole lot to do, though, at this point, other than to mentally prepare that you might have a tax bill.
There are some things you can do to avoid that tax surprise when you go file your taxes. So you could make another estimated tax payment if you can. You may want to keep in mind some income-based credits and deductions that you weren't able to get before because your income was too high, like the earned income tax credit. That's an income-based credit for a family with 3 kids. That's over $6,000 in a credit. There's also the savers credit for investing in your retirement. It's $1,000 if you're single, up to $1,000 if you're single, $2,000 married filing jointly. There's the child and dependent care credit for dropping your kids off at daycare or even a summer camp. Those are income-based as well. So you may be eligible for more credits and deductions. So keep that in mind.
That's actually a really great point. So while on one hand, your income went down, that wasn't so great. On the other hand, you may now qualify for things you didn't qualify for before. You have the TurboTax has all these great resources, though, right, to help people work through these numbers.
We have one-stop shop hubs where you can get tax tips, advice that you need. One is the Self-Employed Coronavirus Relief Center, and then the other one is our Coronavirus Tax Center. And we also have an unemployment hub where there's a one-stop shop for people that have been unemployed to help you figure out tax advice and tricks and things you could do by the end of the year to help you save on your taxes. And those are kept up to date with new information, tips, and tools that you can use to figure out, credits that you'll be eligible for or deductions to help you before the end of the year.
It's probably a good idea, not that anyone wants to interrupt the holidays to do something like this, but that way you're not totally thrown off guard in April. And I should say, too, that you can have voluntary withholding for the federal on your unemployment. But what about the states? Do you have to volunteer for that as well? Because sometimes the rules are different, aren't they?
Yes, it depends. That is dependent on your state. All of the state rules are different. So I would definitely check those out as well.
Right. So everyone should just look into this because, again, a bunch of people were unemployed this year. A lot of people received that extra $600 and might not have had withholding on it. And so we don't want anyone to be caught off guard. So absolutely check out TurboTax's resources and maybe look at the numbers before the end of the year, just maybe. Lisa Green Lewis with TurboTax, thank you so much for your great advice.